talking about and sharing this. For anyone who didn't see the first part of this broadcast, I was sharing a silverfish that I found that was being pestered by one of the other cats, not Mika, in the house, Izzy. And so at first I thought it was looking for water in the tub, but then I was like, oh, there's a silverfish in there. And so I knew that silverfish are popular. It's been requested in the past, but I haven't found a live one until now. And also I haven't been able to find a silverfish expert to bring onto the bug scope. And I think part of that has to do with the fact that, well, we'll see. I don't know. I just asked on Twitter to try to source a silverfish expert. So hopefully we'll find one. Hey David, welcome back. But there are only 400 species in the world, approximately, probably more at this point. And they're considered a pet. They are considered like a pest species, but they're not like, they're kind of grouped. They're probably like very similar to other pest species in control when it comes to controlling them and all of that. So I wouldn't be too surprised if there's not someone who only studies silverfish all the time, but there could be at the same time. So we'll see. I put the feelers out, so we'll see if anybody comes forward or if we find a connection with someone who is a silverfish expert. Thank you for the love burst, David. All right, let me share this screen again. And Mika, I think, left for good, so we're safe. All right, present on screen and screen sharing. All right. And we're back. All right, so we're looking at the tail of this silverfish, and thank goodness it's a very chill silverfish too. It's not like moving around too much, which really gives us the opportunity to take a closer look. If you've been on some of the other broadcasts with more lively, oops, we lost it. With more lively insects, they sometimes will just keep running and it's really hard to keep up with them. But this one luckily is nice and chill. All right, where are you? Oh, there you are, silverfish. So there's its cute little face, and those little gray patches are the silver scales, which gives it its name, silverfish. And this one is not very silvery right now because I think because it's been it's faced some trouble. And insects with scales, they tend to have scales that will fall off and help them slip away. That's how butterflies and moths function. Their scales really help them with escaping from prey because they just can slip off and lose those scales and survive just fine. So I think this one probably with its run-in with the cat lost a bunch of scales, and maybe it's had some other tough moments in its life that has brought it to where it is today. Yeah, so let me go back to this broadcast so I can see everybody's comments because I can't see it when I'm sharing my screen. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Cool. I have to turn it down quiet. It's quiet. Okay, great. Is this it? I'm confused. I need to exit and re-enter. I'll try that. Exiting and re-entering apps on my phone to see if that helps. And in the meantime, I'll also unscrew this because I want to get a closer look at this with you guys all. Here we are. All right. Now I can see comments again. Lucia, hello. I'm glad the image is sharp because it means that I can share things with you more easily, of course. I hope that the image here is really sharp too, but I know it's a little different because I think it's pretty good though. All right, I'm going to try, pardon the turbulence, so buckle in. I'm going to try to unscrew the lens in here that's lowering the magnification by 1/2 because I want to up the magnification so we can take a look at the scales up close. And then we can take a look at the images that we see right now and see how the scales of this silverfish, which is in the order Zygentoma, Zygentoma, we can see how they compare to moth and butterfly scales. Very different organisms. I mean, they're all insects, but very different organisms, different groups, insect groups, but both have scales, which is pretty cool because not all insects have scales. JC says they look like tiny silver scorpions almost. The things I saw in my bath, I mean. Huh, send me a picture if you can. Is that, are you saying that they were what you saw? Oh, you're asking if they're related to the things you see in your bath. I'm not sure. Send me a picture. I'd be happy to take a look and let you know. Thanks for the heart bomb award, Lars. Okay, so, excuse me. Let me try to take this off and we can see if the problem is this is something that I like need to practice though, off screen probably. Okay. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well, having a good holiday, and having a good and safe New Year's coming up. I don't think that I'm doing much for New Year's. Maybe we can have like I'll think of something. So I'm definitely not going out. So many people are getting COVID. It's horrible. Everyone get vaccinated if you haven't already, if you can. All right, let's see how this goes. Good to see you guys too. Yeah. Someday we ought to have a big Periscope / Haps everyone comes together thing. It'd be fun, I think. All right. Let's try this now. Oops. New bugs Eve scope. Yeah. Yeah, I apologize by the way that Sam and I never got around to doing like a regular caroling broadcast. I'm having trouble finding this. Let me try to zoom out. That'll help. Just got busy with family things and then didn't get around to it. I really wish I was closer to her day to day because I would love to do harmony and song with her like every day. It's one of my favorite things, singing and harmonizing. All right, I'm like struggling with finding it right now. Underneath the scope, maybe, oh, it's probably too bright. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta change the lighting because there's too many photons coming at your subject that it just makes it all white like a blizzard. Okay, let's zoom down. There we go. I know that's sarcastic. David saying, I know you were, David, oh, sorry. For some reason I thought it said I didn't know, but you're saying, I know you were having such a good time singing with her. Yeah, Sam and we've been friends for over 20 years and singing together for that long as well. To get even closer. Whoops. This is a very patient guest we have on the Bugscope. Thank you for not being scared and running away, dear silverfish friend. It's probably tired though from earlier, from the cat, from being harassed by the cat. All right, too many photons still, but I think it won't be a problem when we try to zoom in. This looks pretty artsy as it is right now, doesn't it? Frank, hello! You're here. We're taking a look at a silverfish. Oh, I'm glad that we're taking a closer look because those scales already look like a lot more like festive or like interesting with this magnification. All right, let's zoom in even more. Whoops. Yes, international attention for the silverfish. I hope that I don't run into the problem of you can see its heart beating. Have you ever thought that you would see A silverfish heartbeat. Well, here on the Bugscope, you can see those kinds of wonderful things that you maybe never thought you'd ever see before. That is the beauty of the insect world. Okay, we'll zoom. Do you guys see it? Here, I'll zoom in even more so we can take a closer look at the beating heart. All right. Yes. Oh, even without your glasses. Excelente. Very good. Um, yeah, insects have like a open circulatory system, and I like am rusty on the way that the heart works off the top of my head, but I know there's multiple muscles that help push the blood in one direction, and then it kind of goes freely and just the hemolymph, and then it comes back through um, in like a rotation, like that sort of thing. They don't have a closed circulatory system like we do, but they do have those main muscles that you can see on a dorsal, like down the center of their body when it's, I guess, a situation like this. Pretty cool. Did not expect that. That's the fun thing about taking a closer look at things in nature is that a lot of the time you're going to see things that you just did not expect to see. All right, let's go even closer. See how close we can get. Take a look. I want to look at these scales up close so we can compare them with the butterfly scales we saw a while back. So, yeah, silverfish. Ah, that's our next Bugsmith song, you guys. Silverfish, silverfish, it's Bugsmith time in the city. I don't know what we can change ring-a-ling for, but chirp a chirp. I don't know. They don't really make any sounds, so they can't really sing. So that doesn't work for that part of the song. But um, yeah, JC, it's so true. JC23 is saying it's an analogy, like a lot of things. Zoom perspective really changes reality. Yeah, it just is awesome. It's Christmas time on the bookshelf, maybe, because you can find silverfish on the bookshelf or underneath like up at Cornell University, people would get silverfish for their collections from like behind or under the basement. What was it? The basement vending machine. So, all right, let's see if we can get these scales a little more in focus. The tricky thing, you guys, is that, there we go. You can see the scales decently well. I don't, unfortunately, have the 2x lens on hand right now. I need to dig it up. I've been moving around a bunch for the holiday stuff and in general this fall, but it's somewhere around here. Oh, wait a second. I think I see it. Because then we can go even farther. We're as far as we can go at the moment with the current setup, with the current like what's connected in right now. But let's see. Is this it? Yeah, haha. Here it is. Excellent. Let's do it. Woo! We're going in, everybody. All right. But okay. This is where I have to remember how to screw in a light bulb with the rotation. Oh, JC is asking, what basic family do they come from to relate for lay people? Yeah, great question. So they are their own group. So it's like how beetles are an order. So once again, kings play chess on fuzzy green stools. Kingdom is that's the acronym for the Tree of Life organization and the different layers. So kingdom Animalia versus kingdom plants. Phylum Arthropoda, which means they have an exoskeleton just like crabs and crustaceans do. And then they're also arthropoda. And then the class, which is Kings Play Chess, class, C class, which is Insecta. And then O is order. The order here is the Silverfish order, which, no, Mika. Mika's back. Sorry, Mika. You turned off the broadcast last time. So you need to be careful, okay? She's right on the edge of the frame. Okay. I'm gonna move this for one moment while I put this on. Wait, and I have to move this cat too. Maybe I can keep her right here. Stay right here, Mickey. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I don't know what the exact species is of this silverfish, but what I'll do is I'll put it on a naturalist after this broadcast, and then we can see if we can get some help from people who regularly check out the group with identification. Or I can also dig around. I haven't tried to identify it yet, but it's probably some sort of common house species or cosmopolitan species. All right, I think that's secure. Cool. I'm gonna do this too. No, sorry. I'm sorry, Mickey. You can't go on the table again, but you can hop off the table if you want to. All right. She's on watch after ending the last broadcast. Okay. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, right here. It's hard having a clear container because I just put it down and did not see it. All right, let's find our silverfish friend. Oh, and zoom out first so we can actually find it more easily. There it is. Excellent. And then, how do we zoom this time? Zoom down to get closer. I think I'm gonna have to move it onto a piece of paper because right now I have it in this box, and we're gonna have to get really close to it to get the magnification level we're going for. So here we go. Oh no, the thing is that it's gonna move. It might move around now. It's gonna be like, haha, paper. I like paper. Oh, darn it. Darn it. Interesting. It's like paper might mean glue, which might mean food. So, okay. So I have it in my hand. I'll try putting it back on the plastic surface of this. Let's try that. All right. Hopefully that'll work. Wow, it's like super zoomed in right now. Gotta go all the way down. Actually, I might even need to have to raise up this to get close enough to the. Thanks for your patience, everyone, as we find our focus. All right, so do I go down or up to get this in focus more? Up. All right, excellent. Here we are, back into view. Our silverfish that is running away a little bit, but not too much, thank goodness. This is why museum specimens, everybody, are very helpful because they don't run away. I'm wondering if it's gonna chill or we'll have to keep on chasing it, and it looks like it paused, so hopefully it'll stay here. Fingers crossed, everybody. Terrence, hi. I'm not familiar with that. That's pretty sweet, though. Send me the article, please. I've not heard of the 8-foot millipede fossil. Oh, I think that the thing is that it can't run as fast on the plastic. It can't get a good grip, interestingly. So that's helping us out here um with getting a good view of this silverfish. So let's try to zoom in now. Hopefully it'll be, oops. We do need it to stay still for what we're trying to do. Maybe we can talk about something else for a moment and then it'll chill and not move anymore. Uh, Lars says, tell him to stand still or we will release the cat. That's right. So listen up, silverfish. For anyone who's popping in now, this silverfish I found in the tub. It was being harassed by the cat. And so if it looks a little broken, its antennae are a little broken, it's probably from its battle with the cat. It's also missing a bunch of scales, which I'm guessing are a result of the cat and other life happenings. But insects, butterflies, moths, they can handle losing a few scales. Frank has a good point. Frank is saying that's slow running for a silverfish. Indeed. I think that's because it's tired, but they're known to be fast. Those silverfish, fast and sleek. I think I maybe calmed down. Let's try now. Okay. Silverfish. Look deep into the eye of the silverfish and see what you can see. All right, we're going in, zooming in to the depths to take a look at the scales. So the tricky thing too, if you were here when we looked at the butterfly scales, is that iridescence can be hard to see up close because something about the structure, that the physical structure of an organism when it has iridescence, like makes it just like really no, don't move. Makes it hard to like it looks blurry even when it's in focus. So right now it's blurry because it's moving, but hopefully in a moment we'll only see it a little blurry because of the iridescence. Hi, DJ Willie Show. Doing well. Praying that this silverfish will chill so we can look at it up close. Can you sing a bug lullaby? Silverfish, silverfish, please stop moving so we can see you. Does that count? Frank wanted to ask how silvery this one looks without the scope in between. I presume it does. This one does not look super silvery at the moment because it's lost so many scales, unfortunately. I'll keep an eye out to see if I can find a more intact silverfish that is fresher and has not faced so many battles with cats to bring on the scope sometime. For now, it's funny actually, the other time I did a broadcast on silverfish briefly was at the museum, and the museum specimens also lose a lot of scales because of just like, I think being in the alcohol or something like that. So I still have yet to bring a very silvery silverfish onto the bug scope. I'll have my eye out. JC is speaking for the silverfish and saying, thousands of years of evolution, make it millions, I will add. Your cameras are not as good as me, but is our patience as good as the patience of the silverfish, I ask. Let's see if we have been patient enough so that it's not moving now, because it did stop again. Here we go. So when we saw it last time, there was like a scale dangling from one of its hairs that I'm really curious about. Right there. See that little scale at the bottom? dangling from one of its hairs. Let's take a look at that up close if we're able to. Okay. Oops. Darn it, it's moving again. Bye, Mars. Thanks for popping by. Have a happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Happy New Year's Eve. It's definitely trying to move fast, but it can't because of the plastic. It's like it needs its paper. It's built to run on paper and wood and other natural things, not plastic. I wonder if it'd be able to run on glass? Probably not. I feel like plastic is more grippy than glass. All right. Let's try. All right, maybe we'll give it one or two more goes and then, oh, here we go. This is promising. Knock on wood. Let's give it some more light. I don't know why it looks like kind of blurry no matter what. It might be there's too many. No, so close. So close. But yet, so far, because when you are so zoomed in, I need to learn a little bit better about like how to calculate how zoomed in it is, because I haven't figured that out yet with this. But it's 2x down here, and then we're at like 3x up here, and then I have to figure out how to calculate the magnification, but we're super magnified, so the depth of field is so skinny, which is really why we need it to cooperate. But alas, it's ready to get out of here. All right, we'll try one more time and then I'll just try to get some pictures later. Maybe when it's chilled out, and I can post them on Twitter. But I really want to see those scales. Please, little silverfish. All I want for Christmas is to see the scales up close without it moving. We're getting there, as long as it doesn't move so much again. All right, now please get in focus somehow. I don't know why it looks... Maybe it just can't handle this zoomed in? I don't know why it still looks kind of weird. That's pretty good. Sure. Oh, I think I know why actually. Maybe. No. Looks like I'm looking at the very side of the screen, maybe? I don't know. Exodus, hello! Happy holidays! Happy holidays! Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. All right, I'm just gonna zoom out. We're gonna say hi to our friend all zoomed out, and then maybe when it's zonked out, I will zoom into it. But here's our silverfish friend from a little farther away, resting on some clear plastic box that I have. You can see the scales, you can see its heart beating. Let's zoom into its heart beating again. Probably because it's nervous. It's here on camera. It's first time being on camera. It's missing its scales. It's missing its clothes. Yet here we have it on the camera. So maybe let's zoom into that. Oops. Oh darn, now it's moving again. All right, anyway, This is our silverfish friend. If you guys find a silverfish in your house some point soon, let me know. Um, and especially if it's an especially silvery one, since this one has lost a lot of scales. Doesn't look like its name suggests it might look any more. But unfortunately, it cannot grow its scales back either, because once they're gone, they're gone. It also looks like it has maybe, is its foot injured? It could be from the cat fight. Let's take a look at its front feet and see if we see tarsi. It's my last question. You can see the scales pretty well there. Let's see your feet. Feet check. I do like insect feet. I feel like there's something weird going on. When I try to zoom in extra, it gets sort of blurry. I think that might be something I have to look into outside of the scope, because I don't want to use up your guys' time trying to figure out why it looks blurry when I zoom in so much. I don't know why it would do that necessarily, but I would like to fix it because that might help with the scale situation. Anyway, I think I'll wrap up the broadcast now. I don't have a ton to say on silverfish other than what I've already said. What's the f-stop when you zoom in? Oh, like, I guess my answer is I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to figure that out either. The camera that I'm using for this is this right here? I don't know if I can change that. Oh, maybe I can. Wait a second. I guess I must be able to. No. I'm not sure. I still have a lot to learn, I suppose. I do have an adapter, so I can put my DSLR on here as well. And so I can look into that. Then I'll know the f-stop. But until then, do you know what their lifespan is? I do not know their lifespan. I would guess, I can only guess, but I don't think it's particularly long, but I'm gonna guess like several months, but I don't really know. So that's my guess. David, hello. Sorry that Haps is playing up for you. I heard that Haps was buggy yesterday, so I wanted to make sure that it was extra buggy today with the bug scope. Yeah, so yeah, these are silverfish, and hopefully I'll find an expert to bring on the bug scope to talk with us about them, because I don't know the details. I just know that like some of the latest research done on them looked at them as pests in museums, in Austrian museums before and during COVID lockdown is one piece of work that was done. And yeah. Okay, I'll post that in the chat. They live up to 3 years. Wow, that's impressive. That's cool. Yeah. Anyway, thanks, little silverfish friend, for mostly being still for us, so we can appreciate your form and function. I'm gonna keep it in this box and give it some like paper and some like little bits of organic material that maybe it can nibble on, like some apple, to see if I can get some pictures of its scales up close with this dissection scope later on. Yeah, here for now. And then I'm going to, oops, hello. Here's one more image of a silverfish, which this was photographed. These images are courtesy of Graham Montgomery, who was a student. Oops. student at Cornell who was several years younger than me. I see that it's blurry right now. Hopefully it'll come into focus in a moment. Fingers crossed. Oh, here the information I have says there's a lot less species worldwide. So interesting. But yeah, they have flattened scales. Tail bristles are similar. Okay, it's not really focusing in here, so I'll stop presenting. Okay, too bad. Next time, hopefully. All right, yeah, so I just won't do. How do I switch back to seeing the comments? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I can see them directly on my computer now. Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining. And hope you enjoyed taking a closer look at that silverfish with us, whose name is Rocky, thanks to Lars. I hope that you have a happy New Year's, a safe New Year's, that you guys all stay safe with COVID going around, but also happy and healthy, despite the limitations and the precautions we need to take because of these things. So best wishes and cheers. And Mika's over here, so I'm going to bring her on to say goodbye as well. Mika, want to say goodbye? Come here. So yeah, goodbye from me. Whoop. From me and Mika, who's like, what is going on? Now you can end the broadcast, Mika. Whoops. Here. Press this button right here, Mika. Nope. All right.